Hello, everybody. It's Wendy, and today I have for you an absolutely gigantic AC Moore haul. So, AC Moore, as everybody knows, is closing their doors, and I've already been in there 2 or 3 times. And I got an email the other day that they were marking everything down 60% in their jewelry. And then if you buy four, you get five free. So I was like, oh my gosh, buy four, get five free. I mean, and 60% off to start with. Yeah, I'm going to go check it out. So I went in specifically for these beads and I came out with like a bazillion things. So my receipt says, I have a couple receipts here. This receipt says that I spent $70.44 and saved $288.48, which is incredible. And this other receipt says I spent $30.91 and saved $60.94. So I spent around $100 and saved around whatever 288 plus 60 is. 18, 28, 38, about $348, $358, something like that. Anyway, that's pretty good to spend $100 and get like $350 worth of stuff. So it's kind of funny. I had taken a bunch of clothes and stuff over to a consignment store here in Fayetteville, and I have exactly $100 in my account over there. So I was like, I can spend $100 in AC Moore and go get that $100 that I've made selling stuff on consignment. And that, yeah, I sound like an addict. I'm like a total bead addict. It's ridiculous. But anyway, that's what I did. So I'm going to show you some of this stuff. So these little strands here are $6.99 to start with, which I think is ridiculous at AC Moore. And I can see why AC Moore is actually going out of business because their stuff is so high to begin with that I never ever shopped there. I always went to Hobby Lobby's my favorite. They have the best prices, then Michael's, then Joann's, then AC Moore. So yeah, I definitely can see why they're closing their doors. But anyway, these were $6.99 a piece to start with. So they were marked 60% off, and then if you bought four, you got five free. Now these are Magnesite, and I thought they were so cute, and I had bought some before and actually made a pendant with them in these flower shapes, but they were bigger, and I put these in a circle and sewed them together, and I sent that to my cousin. It's actually on one of my finished jewelry updates. If you look, you can find that one. But yeah, so I wanted to get some more of these beads. I thought they were really cute. So they had these little sugar skulls. Now, I'm not a big skull person, but these sell really well at Halloween. So you can make little earrings out of them. Bracelet would be cute. So I got two of the sugar skulls. And then I love these right here, and I have had them in just the turquoise color, but I've not had other colors. And you can bead in the middle of these, and they make really cute bracelets or earrings or just, anything. Those are just really cute. So I got those. I got the crosses because I'm doing a lot of jewelry for my church now, and they only had this one strand. I wish they would have had another strand of the crosses, but I got the one that they had. And these moons I thought were really cute. And they only had one strand of moons as well. But look, aren't they cute? Little half moons. And then this little shape, I call it a flower shape. I don't know, maybe it's a cross. It could be, but I think they're really cute anyway. And so these are the small size of them. They had a bigger size that I got before, but I picked up these two small ones. And then these little hearts. I thought the hearts were really cute. So these are Magnesite, and like I said, they started out at $6.99. They were 60% off of that, and then if you bought four strands, you got five free. So I did get those. Okay, now, a couple of these things are not even beading things, but I'll go ahead and show you. So my boys, when they were little, loved Legos. Now, I miss my boys being little, and especially lately, I'm just like so nostalgic for some reason. I'm missing them really bad. I haven't been home since Christmas, and it's just driving me insane. So I thought I'm going to send them Easter baskets this year. and treat them like they're 5 again. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So these are micro building blocks. This is a little more than you would send a 5-year-old. This is a little bit of an adult, more of a teenager at least, Lego project. But this is 542 pieces, and it is the space shuttle. And I got both Logan one and Landon one, and they were, I will tell you, they were originally $17.99, and they were marked down to $7.20. So I thought those were really cute. I'm going to send them in an Easter basket for Easter. And then the other thing that I got that has absolutely nothing to do with beading are these lights. Now these I have hanging up here in my bead room across the top of the window, and I really like them. They're like pastel colors. They're so pretty. But they're Easter lights. You get 40 or 35 of them on the strand, and they were $6.99 marked down to $3.49, but I had one strand up already in here that I had got before, and I just really like them, so I'm going to put another strand up there. So yeah, I know that's not beading stuff. And then they had feathers. Now I do use feathers in earrings a lot. If you watch my channel, you know that I do. And so the feathers were $2.49 marked down to $1. So I just got these neutral colors in them, $1, and I just bought one package of each of the feathers. And then I got this tray. I like use trays in here like crazy. I mean, there's trays that have ear wires, all my jump rings in one. Projects that I need to finish are in trays in here. Just stuff that needs put away is in trays in here. So I love trays. And I got this little wooden one because I have been advised that I need to be using neutral colors for my backgrounds. And so I thought for taking pictures, this might be really kind of cute. And it can double as a tray in here that I can use for everything that I use them for. And it was $3.49, and it was marked down to $1.40. So that, I got that. Okay, so that is all the non-jewelry stuff, I believe. So the rest of this stuff is all jewelry stuff. And I have a really long receipt here, so I don't know that I'm going to tell you individual prices on each thing because it would just be insane to do that. But nothing else that I'm going to show you was more than $1. Okay, everything that I got here was marked down. Well, I'm looking, there's $1.20 on here, so $1.24. So a couple items were $1.24, but they were marked down from like $6.99 to $1.24. So everything on here that I'm going to show you is less than $1.24 right now at AC Moore. Okay, so this is going to be long, I'm just warning you. So first of all, I picked up quite a bit of chain. They had all this chain, and I was kind of going to look and see. Well, I will tell you, the Magnesite beads that I just showed you, they were $6.99 marked down to $1.24. So they were what was $1.24. And then all this chain was $5.99, and it's marked down to $1.20. And they were buy 4, get 5 free. So I got a bunch of chain. I love Figaro chain. See how that is, the big links and little links, and I just think it looks really pretty on necklaces and stuff. So I picked up a bunch of Figaro. This is Rollo. I like Rollo really well too. But I like finer chain, like the smaller. I don't get into the real big chunky chain too much unless I'm doing like a charm bracelet or something. So these are all Figaro or Rollo chains. And I did pick up a bunch of it because I use a bunch of chain, and for $1 a thing, when it was $5.99, and it's marked down to, I'm looking for it again just to tell you for sure. Yeah, $5.99 marked down to $1.20. You can't beat that. And then when you buy 4, you get 5 free. So I'm going to buy 4. It's going to come to right around like $5, $4.80 some cents. And then I'm going to get 5 of them free. So that's just a great deal. So Rollo chains, Figaro chains. And then I did get these oval cable chains. Now, I would never use this on a necklace. Maybe if I was using a boho, making a layered boho necklace, I might use it for one of the layers. But mostly I use these for charm bracelets because they're really good to attach the charms because they're so big. So, yeah. And then last but not least, I thought this was so pretty. Look at this chain. I don't know what the heck this is called. It just says metal chain, but man, it was pretty, I thought. So I grabbed that one. So I got a bunch of chain. A bunch of chain. I'll put that in that little tray back there. And then they've got these beading needles. And I showed these before. And they are size 16, which I don't know. I mean, I know I've heard all the way of like size 12, size 10. That's what most people use. But I've been using them and beading all kinds of stuff, and I've not had any trouble with them at all. In fact, they're really easy to thread, and you get 6 of them, and they were $2.99. They're marked down to 64 cents. So, yeah, I mean, 6 beading needles for 64 cents. You can't really find that anywhere. And I've not had any trouble with them. They say they're size 16. I don't know, but they work great. So, I did pick up a couple of packages of those, and I had bought some more before. So, I've got a bunch of needles in there now. Oh, and here's some more chain. I'm sorry, I missed this. This was the antique. Is this antique bronze? What color is this? I think it's like either antique gold or bronze. I don't know. But anyway, I don't have much chain this color. That's the reason I picked it up, because I actually was making something the other day and couldn't find any chain this color, so I needed that. But it went with the chain. Okay, and so then they had all of their beads almost were gone. There were like no beads hardly, but they did have these, and I like these. They're like sea glass looking things, and I do a lot of nautical stuff. So I picked them both up, and like I said, this receipt is huge, so I don't even know if I can find them on here. But I'm just kind of glancing over quickly, and if I see them, I'll tell you. But no, I don't see them on here. But like I said, nothing on the receipt is more than $1.20, so that's pretty good. So yeah, these were marked way down too. They started out at $3.99, but they're really cute. They're little like drops. You'd wrap them like a briolet, and they'll be cute for nautical stuff. And then they had some charms. And these charms, I don't know what they started out as because their price isn't marked, but there were some crosses, so I picked them up for my church stuff. 3 things of crosses. And then they had some fish. And I was actually doing some stuff the other day, and I want to do some more resin seashell pendants. And so I'll use these fish in those. But all of these, again, were under $1. So I love charms. I use them all the time. And then, now this stuff was in their clearance section, in their big clearance bin. There was a whole bunch of Swarovski stuff in there. And all of this that I'm going to show you was 66 cents. So these are Swarovski toggles, so you can glue in here. You can glue the little crystals. That's what these are made for. And I guess you could in this one too, even though it doesn't have the little holes, but you could glue crystals on there too. But these are Swarovski brand. Yeah, and it's showing them. See, even that's this one. It's showing it with the crystal in there. So these were 66 cents, and they were in their clearance section already. So they weren't the buy 4, get 5 free. But for 66 cents, I thought that was still a great deal for these because it looks like started out at $4.99. This is a pendant piece, and see it's got the little places it shows here that you can glue the crystals in. And this is a pendant piece as well. I got 2 of those, the flowers. So those were 66 cents, and then, oh, I got 3 flowers. So 66 cents. And then all these bezels, and I use these all the time in resin. I pour resin in here and make, decorate them. And these were all 66 cents, and that's a really good deal for these. So I went ahead and picked up all that I could find of these little bezels. So I'll use those. I tried to only get things that I knew I would really use. I wasn't just going through grabbing everything they had, but I wanted to pick up things that I knew I would really use. Now these, I'm going to take these out of the package and show you because they are so pretty. These are spacers. I don't know what their intended purpose is, like they were over with all of the Shambhala bracelet stuff. But look, it's a 3-strand connector. And I thought they were so pretty. Look at that. It's beautiful. It would even make a pretty pendant or earrings. You could put a bicone in the middle there somehow if you wire wrapped or something. So yeah, that was really, really pretty. So I got those. Okay. And then this was in the clearance thing. And you could glue a flat back cabochon on there, and she gave it to me for 10 cents because it didn't have a tag on it. So I got that for 10 cents. I thought that was really cool. Okay. And then these little guys, I'm going to show you, well, you can see on here. They're little like bezel things that you can wire wrap a cabochon in, and it's got the places on here for the wire. And I am not good at wire wrapping, so I picked those up. I thought they were really cool. I'd never seen them before. But yeah, artistic. Okay, and then I got these little keychain things, claspy things, because I do purse dangles with these. And I actually had a purse dangle, here it is, laying out here. I couldn't remember. So see, these are purse dangles, or they can be keychains, or some people hang them on their planners. But I make these, and I use those on there, so I picked those up. Yeah, so those are good to have for that. And then they had these pendant things, and I thought these were so pretty. So I got several of them, and you could put beads in between them. I mean, they're just like the possibilities. They would make cool earrings, just a few of them together. So they had a bunch of them, and I picked up several of them because I thought they were really cool. And there's just so much you could do with them. You don't have to put them all together just like this. I mean, you can make earrings out of just one or two of them. Yeah, so I picked up several of those, and they started out at $3.99 a piece, and I could see real quick here if I could find them. I would tell you how much, but I don't. This receipt's just huge. But yeah, like I said, none of it was over $1.24, so they were marked down really cheap. So I got those. And then another thing that I use all the time are glue-on bells. I use these for when I make mermaid tail necklaces for little girls. I use these all the time. So I was glad to find those. Another thing I use all of the time are multi-strand clasps like these. So these are slide up and down clasps, and I love these. I use them all the time. So it's good to have, like, this is a 2-strand one. This is a 3-strand one. So I grabbed those. Another thing I use all the time are crimp covers. Now these are small crimp covers. I'm used to using bigger ones, but I was almost completely out of them, so I grabbed those. And then jump rings. Okay, so I'm wanting to start doing some chainmail stuff. Attempt some chainmail stuff. And so I picked up all of the chainmail rings that they had because these are expensive, and they were, like I said, they were under $1. Let me see if I can find the exact price of these on here, because it might be good to know. I don't know. There's so much on this receipt. Oh, those 7-piece sets of pendant things I just showed you, the gold ones, they were $3.99 marked down to 71 cents. And I'm looking for the jump rings. I don't see the jump rings on here at all. I know they have to be somewhere, obviously, but I'm not seeing them. But again, none of it was more than $1.24. So anyway, I picked up, these are chainmail rings, so they have the inner diameter measurement on here, which is nice, because I don't know that. On like these, you could use these for chainmail, but I don't know. These are 5mm. But I don't know what the inner diameter is, so if you want to get it just, you know, some of that stuff you have to be really precise about. So I like that they had them on here. So I got the gold ones, all the gold ones. They had some black. They didn't have any silver. I wish they would have, because, yeah. And then these are bigger ones, jump rings, 6mm, 8 and 12. So I did pick up all of those because jump rings are expensive. They really are. And then they had, this was in their clearance section again, these key hops. They're called key hops parpuka, I don't know. There they are. But they're a 2-hole bead, a triangle shaped bead, and I've seen some bracelets done with these, and they're really cool. And these were marked down to, from $5.99 to 66 cents. So yeah, I was like, oh my gosh, you know, I'm definitely going to pick those up. And I love this color right here. So I did grab those. Those are good for bead weaving. And then something you can never have enough of are fish hooks. So these are gold. They're like the, they're not the brassy, the super orangey gold though, and I like that. And then these were some levers, which I have absolutely zero levers. So I was really kind of glad. I wish they would have had more of these, but grab those. And then head pins and eye pins. Okay, so I really like these thin head pins with the ball on the end. They're 0.5 millimeters and they're awesome for wire wrapping. So if you're doing a wrapped loop, they are great for that. And these are gunmetal. I didn't have any of them in gunmetal. And then they had, well, they had a couple in gunmetal. These are a silver, like an antique silver. There's another gunmetal. I picked all of them up that they had because these are a little bit difficult to find, and they are just great for wrap loops. They're so thin. And then they had these in the antique, I guess this is bronze or antique gold, but I don't have a lot of this color at all either. So these are eye pins, and these are head pins. So I picked all of those up because like I said, I have very, very little in that color. And I was looking on here to see if I could find them real quick. Okay, so the head pins were $3.99 marked down to 85 cents. And I don't see the eye pins, $3.99 marked down to 71 cents. And then, yeah, a bunch of them were $3.99 marked down to 71 cents. So that's a pretty good deal. And then this stuff I had never seen before, but it is very cool. And I looked at it in the store and was like, what is that? I'm going to open it. It is wire mesh. And I Googled it, like, standing there in the store, because they had tons of it. And I thought, do I want to get this? Do I even know what this is? But it looks really interesting. And, oh my goodness, they make some beautiful things with this stuff, you guys. Look at this. It is a very, very fine, look at it, wire mesh. And you can take large whole beads and put on here and make these like necklaces that are just gorgeous. You can bead on this stuff. So when I saw the pictures online of things people had done with this, they were just gorgeous. And so I was like, okay, I'm going to pick up a few of those. So they had these for $4.99. Let me find them on here. Yeah, $4.99 marked down to 89 cents. So I grabbed a bunch of them, and I haven't done anything with them, but you use a ribbon end connector on here, and you can make, I mean, they make beautiful, even just by themselves. I think they're pretty. It's that wire mesh, but I mean, the stuff that people had done with them, I'm going to get on there and make some stuff. And maybe do some tutorials with this, because I haven't seen this before. So I was really excited when I figured out what it was. Because I didn't even know what it was. But there was this light gold color. And I got two of those because I really liked it and thought it was pretty. And there was a regular gold, black, and this antique gold. So yeah, I picked those up and thought that was really cool stuff. And when I go back, I'm not going to go back until the very last couple of days because I don't need to spend any more money. But if they have these when I go back, I may grab a couple more just because they're really cool. And then they had some beading wire. So this is 20 gauge. And like I said, I'm kind of wanting to get into some wire stuff. I've tried it before and been terrible at it. But I really would like to learn a little more about wire wrapping and just... some of the stuff they do is just so gorgeous. If I could just figure, if I could learn it, I'd really like to. So I did pick up this wire, and I was trying to, okay, it was $6.99, and it was marked down to $1.40. So yeah, really good deal there. So yeah, gold beading wire. Was that one, or is that this little one? Wait a minute. That's this. Okay, so I grabbed a couple of these too. These were 34 gauge, which is super, super thin and will be really good for wire wrapping. And they were the ones that are $6.99 marked down to $1.40. I was looking for the gold wire. and I'm not seeing it on here. I was hoping it would just jump out at me real quick and easy, but it's not. But anyway, these were $6.99 marked down to $1.44. So I would imagine this one was probably maybe even more than that. I don't know. I'm not seeing it on here. So it's on here somewhere, but this receipt's just insanely long. So anyway, that is the last thing. These are the last things that I had to show you. So yeah, I mean, a huge AC Moore haul. And like I said, if I hadn't had the money at the consignment store waiting on me, I wouldn't have done it. But I just, when you can find stuff at deals like that and stock up, it's so worth it. The last time I did something like this was when Joann's went out of business in Huntington, West Virginia. And I went in there, and I went in like on the last day. I didn't even know it was the last day, but it was. And they had everything marked 90% off. And I got like $500 worth of stuff for 20 bucks. I mean, it was insane, amazing deal. So that's the last time I've really, done anything like this until now, till this AC Moore one. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope you saw some things that sparked your interest. And if you have an AC Moore, you might want to check them out here before, I guess they said they're closing in like two and a half more weeks. So yeah, give them a look-see and see what you might find. So anyway, thanks for watching. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, my Etsy store is up and running now. So you can find me under A Bead on a Wire Jewelry. I will link it in the description box below. And so I'm going to be adding things to the Etsy store. I'm still adding things to my website. I'm going to keep them separate, like what I add on the Etsy store. I'm going to keep them one place and what I keep on the website, so I don't like double up and sell something accidentally that I've only got one of. So anyway, but I wanted to tell you that the Etsy store is up and running, and if you guys don't care to just go on there and visit it, you don't have to buy anything, but if you'll just visit the store, every visit gets counted, and it might move me up a little bit in the search engine because I've heard that it's really hard to get found on Etsy. So if you guys would do that, I would so appreciate it if you'll just go on there and just visit the store, if nothing else. I don't have a whole lot on it right now, but I'm, working to get more on it. So if you do that, I would appreciate it so much, and thank you very much in advance, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.